those, I can put it in the comments if you guys want. But I left out a few of them because they are the not child appropriate ones. So, I mean, technically the books I own technically aren't child appropriate either. Because some of them are a little violent and there's relationships in them, so it's obviously gonna get a little. But anyway, so other than a few that I left out, manga wise, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books in total. 3 that are non-manga books, so just novels. And I guess 7 that are manga. So, if you don't know, manga is a anime-like comic. So it's like an anime art style. And they have interesting plots. Anyway, I also have my little notebook, of which I put a few questions for each book. Like, not just like a general question-based thing. So first, I'm gonna say, no, if I go by the list, I'm gonna say the title, the price, what it's about, how I liked it, and who I think it's probably best for. The amount of books that are out that I know of, or that I can remember. The amount of those books I have. And does it have a anime or movie? And where you can find it. So, okay. So the first one on the pile is, I'm gonna start with the manga, and then I'm gonna do the books after, okay? First one I have. It's Welcome to Demon School Irma-kun. Sorry about my desk. And it's, so that's the title. The price in USA is about $13, give or take. It is about a human child. Technically, okay, some of these might be a little bit of a spoiler. I'm practically just telling you the plot, but you'll know what it's about. But I mean, some people don't like knowing it, so maybe just kind of skip around. I don't know what to tell you, man. But so this is Welcome to Demon School Irma-kun, and it is about a human boy that was adopted by a demon and brought into an all-demon school. In this school, they think that humans are a myth. You know, they just think that it's like a fairy tale, like how people would teach about demons. You know, they just think, oh yeah, they don't actually exist, and then it's like it's about him as a human fitting in a demon's school, trying to hide his identity. My analysis, I think if you are really into fantasy and friends kind of theme, there's not that much romance in this book, I will tell you that. It's wildly based around friends. And the main character also is a really pushover type character, okay? So if you like that kind of character, then this is a good book for you. This is Irma, and he is like the biggest pushover ever. So, and then the amount of books that are out, I believe it's like at 15 or 16 right now. But, and the amount I have, I think 9, but I'm hoping to get more of them this year. And it does have an anime. It's on Netflix too. Yeah, so it's on Netflix. And also, I got the manga at Barnes & Noble's. But you can get on Amazon and like online sites too. If you're gonna get it though, I do recommend you just get the whole series. If you want, I can read you guys the back. So I'll just do that, I think. So, Welcome to Demon School. Hopeless pushover Irma Suzuki has found himself in a devil of a predicament. His trashy parents have sold off his soul is he wants a grandson, so that's why he's adopted. I don't think that's too much of a spoiler, because that's literally in the first episode, it's pretty much all about that. Okay, and I originally watched that as the anime, and so I got the manga because I liked it. Okay, this is the next one. This is my more recent favorite anime. Romantic Killer. I know the lighting is terrible for showing you guys this, but so that's the title. The price. Hold on. Oh. In the USA it is, give or take, $17. I actually got this series as a gift, so I don't know where she got that. But I think I don't think it's at Barnes & Noble. It might be on their site. And I know it's on Amazon. Okay, so it's about a girl that is all about video games and chocolate and her cat. And she, sorry. Okay, so she buys this. I'm not gonna read the backs of all of these, by the way, but she buys this game that she's been really excited for. But it ends up, I guess I'm giving you too much away. Okay, so it's about this girl that is really not the love type. And this little wizard just appears and makes her try to fall in love because Japan's birth rate is so low. So this thing is all about this one girl and a bunch of love interest guys. Just so you know, though, the ending is open-ended. I know that might be a spoiler, but I don't know how many people like that. I personally hate open-ended ones because I don't get closure and I hate it, but I mean, maybe you don't. The amount of books that are out, I actually have all the series, which is only 4 books, and they are this thin, but the anime is longer. And in this one, I think the manga came first because there's less scenes. Some details are a little bit off, and one of the characters looks totally different. But then in the anime, you know, they add more scenes because they worked harder on it, I guess. And they kind of came up with new scenarios. The manga's still good, though. It is still nice to have like the physical copy. And the art is pretty good on both of these two. I will say that. And this one you can find on Netflix too. Okay, now my third one is also. This one is what you probably know about. It's called Obey Me, the comic. But they have a game, which I think was made by a fan actually. But okay, so I told you that's the title. The price in the USA it is $15, and it is about a human that was transported to a demon school. Also, I just realized that they have like anyway, so she's a transfer student, right? And she made all these contracts with all of the demon brothers. I mean, it's kind of like the plot's pretty simple. Okay, this one I could read. The back. Well, the back's not that interesting, honestly. He says, as the underworld school bell rings, a little sheep wakes up at the Royal Academy of the Halfalo. I can't say that right. In the Devildom, where 7 eccentric demon brothers await. This woolly critter is actually a human exchange student, so how did they end up a sheep? Everything is blank. Oh yeah, she lost all of her memories. So yeah, it's about an exchange student that's a human in a demon school who lost and Nobles. So I got 2 books, and that's all they had on the shelf when I was there. So I don't know if that's all they have out, but that's all I saw. Yeah, so and the amount I have is 2. It is an anime, but I think it's only on like one streaming service. I forgot what. You'd have to look it up, but I don't have that streaming service because I think it's like a subscription or something. So I don't have that, so I couldn't watch it, which I was super bummed out about. But I have part of the manga, and you can play the game too. Though I think the game's plot is like kind of like really weird. Like it's just like different, I think. Still a good game, it's just not my kind of game. Yeah, okay, on to the next book. This one is a BL, okay? Which means boys love, which means like game, okay? So, this is Love is an Illusion, right? Yeah, Love is an Illusion. I only have the first book, but I think there's 2. I know I'm out of the question order, but whatever. So, this is the Omegaverse, by the way. If you don't know what that is, it's just like, if you think about a wolf pack, like, well, you know, when there's like werewolves and stuff, they have like set, you know, so there's Omegas, which are like, in real wolf packs, that's like the runt of the family. But in other stuff, like books and plots and stuff, the Omegas are the ones that are kind of like the submissive ones, I guess, and they go through heats. And I think so do the alphas, but it's like a pheromone system. Omegas are like, they go through their heats and they're super attracted to alphas when that happens because they get the scent. Betas can't sense, or they are like barely sense it at all, like their pheromones, and they don't emit any, and they don't go through heats, so those are seen as like the normal people. And then, well, I mean, every plot's kind of different, but it's around the same thing. And then the alphas are like the tougher people, I guess. Though in some plots, there's like the aggressive ones that, like, they look aggressive and they're actually like Omegas or whatever. But anyway, so that's like, if you need to look it up, just look it up, okay? I'm not good at explaining, but it's okay. Anyway, so yeah, it's called Love is an Illusion. It is, okay, look how thick this book is compared to the other ones. Comics aren't normally that thick unless they're like multiple in one. So I'm gonna commend them for that, okay? So I got this book for $25. And I got it at also Barnes & Nobles. I do want the second book because this ends in a cliffhanger. But I only have the first. I think that if you like the Omegaverse, this is a good one. I will say though, it does have spice in it. I'm just saying, like a warning, it does have like, and what's weird about this book is sometimes it switches from being not in color to being in color, and I think that is weird. It'll have like 1 or 2 pages in color, and then the rest of it will be out of it. And then randomly, a new color page will appear. I don't know, maybe they just were like that. I don't know. So yeah, I only have one of the books. I don't think it has any show. I'm pretty sure it's just been a manga. And you can only really find it online and stuff. It is an online book too, so you can like go on online sites to read it. Okay, and this one is the only one that's like you can find a webtoon, I think. Out of all my books that I'm gonna actually, no, I don't think that one's on the other one. It looks like it's supposed to be though, but anyway, this one is Dark Moon. He's actually like really cute if you could see, but it's kind of hard to see. spicier books, and I'm not gonna expose myself too much, so, yeah, and so I got that, I named him my ex-husband's mad dog, I think at Barnes & Noble's, because I was just looking around, and I found him, so, and then I got the second book online, or I might have seen the first book at Barnes & Noble's, and I might have got it online, because I think I've done that for a few of them, just because my mom thinks it's cheaper online, which I think it is. Okay, that's my manga. Now, this is my books, okay? This one I read with my mom. I was slower, but I could binge fast. I just didn't have the motivation, okay? So I did take longer. It's called Everything We Never Said. It is like that thick of a book. Not that thick. Actually, I haven't read it in forever. I'll just read the back to you guys. What you don't know can hurt you. Can hurt you, by the way. It's been months since the accident that killed Ella's best friend, Haley, and Ella can't stop blaming herself. Now Ella's back at school and everywhere she looks are reminders of her best friend, including Sawyer, Haley's boyfriend. Little by little, they grow closer until Ella realizes something horrifying. She's in love with her dead best friend's boyfriend. Wrapped with guilt, Ella turns to Haley's journal, hoping she'll find something in the pages that'll make her feel better about what's happening. Instead, she discovers that Sawyer has secrets of his own, and that his relationship with Haley isn't a picture perfect as it seems. Ella knows she should stay away, but finds herself inextricably, I've never seen that word before, drawn to him, and scared of everything she never knew about him. Perhaps it's grief, or maybe his desire is cut short by tragedy, or could it be something twisted only Haley knew about? Let me tell you guys, the ending is chaos, and sorry, and it's like, it's a twist, okay? But I forgot about the price. It's $13. I think it was, we got it on Amazon, and it was, yeah, about that. And I think that if you really like, kind of like the mystery romance, that's kind of that. This is like, it's a lot of like emotional problems that go on in this book. So, like it said, it's about like a girl that falls in love with her dead best friend's boyfriend, and he ends up like, you know, like she goes through her journal and she finds something. I don't want to say too much and give it away, but let's just say it's a lot. Most of it, okay, so the first half pretty much is all about their love together, like them constricting against each other about their feelings, and then the rest of the book is just like all chaos of twists and turns. Okay, anyway, it may or may not be an actual show. I don't know, honestly. Seems like something that would become a movie, but I don't know. Yeah, so next book, I'm gonna like actually move my pile over, but I gotta see my notebook. Don't you see how quiet I am, guys? I'm so good at this. Okay, we're gonna just set this right there, because why not? Okay. We're almost there, guys. 2 more books. Okay. This one. When the Moon Hatched. I just realized you cannot read backwards. Anyway, it's a very pretty book. I kind of damaged it on accident, and half of it was bent. I'm so sad. I had it in my backpack, and somehow I placed it wrong, and it bent my foot. Okay. Now I feel like a book abuser, and I hate it. Anyway, $22. I mean, it is a thick book. Okay. This one is like very thick fantasy. It's like a whole new world. Isis. This is the one. Oh, and the girl is like, I guess I should tell you about the girl character. The main character is like the tough girl, you know, she's always fighting for herself. That's the good, you know. I like female characters that are strong. I don't know. That's just my preference. The second book is going to come out next year in January 24th, I believe. I just looked it up earlier because I was curious. And I'm going to try and get that book, but I think the last time I checked it was supposed to be this year. But I think it got pushed back because I don't know why, but the author pushed back their release, so I'm gonna get the second book though, because even though I got so lost in the first one, I think once the first weirdness is out of the way and you describe the world, it's easier to, you know, think about. I don't think it has a movie at all. Okay. Actually, I saw my bookmark in this. I just realized. Guys, this is not the first book. I think this is like the 4th or 5th book on it. Hold on. I know it says it somewhere. Oh yeah, this is the 4th book. You guys can't see, but there's like a little number on it. That's the 4th book. It is called Blood Promise, but this is the 4th book. It's Vampire Academy. This is what this book cover looks like. This is not the first book though. And there's different versions of it. There is like, these books are pretty thick. They're like that thick regularly. It's a long series. I don't know how many they have. I know they have 2 series, and I know that there's at least 10 books, so it's all about vampires, obviously. I don't think there's any werewolves. Yeah, it's just, there's the good vampires and there's the bad vampires. And they call the bad ones Strogai or Strogoi or something like that. I don't know, I think that's like an actual word that people use for like certain types of ghouls or something. And then the Morai are the good, or the alive vampires. Anyway, so Rose is this main character that she and Lisa have a connection. That's weird, and they're like bonded. Lisa is a Morai, and Rose is a vampire. So I half vampire and half human. And those are only in this book. The vampires are supposed to be guards to the Morai, from protecting them from Strogoi, and humans. So yeah. Also, yeah. So it's literally just like a book about her and going after her love and fighting for her friend, and like, it's a long series. I'm on my 4th book in, so I can't say too much, but if you really like vampires, I suggest it. It is kind of fantasy. Like, what I mean by that is that it's not like just typical vampire stuff. It's not like Twilight. It's like different rules, different things involved. There's different types of people, you know, like, it's just more fantasy. Less humans. It's mostly just